So this weekend we are off to Greenhill Leisure Park in Oxfordshire, next to Bletchington. Anyway, road trip. Jess, what? Okay, so when we pull up in sight, we didn't really record this because I like just to get it done. So I plug the electricity in, get all the stuff that we need from underneath the seats, like our barbecue utilities, you know, the spatulas and all that kind of stuff, as well as the gas stove that we need for cooking brews, bacon sandwiches, all that stuff in the morning. Get the ice machine out, get the water in there, get everything sorted, get the seats, the table and chairs out, get the new awning out, which I'll show you the picture, and Jess's job there. Jess is spending the last 20 minutes doing this. So Jess, what have you been doing? Putting lights in the awning. So this is a new awning. Basically it's army issue poncho, the 2 poles, which I'll put a link on. Jess still hasn't actually worked out the principle of solar panels yet, because it's got to be pointing towards the sun.
Where is the sun?
In the sky.
Oh,
Let's see what this looks like at night.
it's going to look lovely.
So I need another 2 poles, I think. They're not cheap, but they look quite sturdy poles, so we'll be reviewing them at some point once I've been playing around with them. Well, this is a new idea. We can't afford an awning, so this is a cheap version of it. We've just pulled up, set up. I've done all the work as usual. Jess just looked pretty. She did get me a beer.
I did.
So, I know, I see you did get me a beer.
Oh, but she didn't get me a beer.
Ooh. Domestic. You did put the pretty lights up, which was
Yeah, I did.
a necessity, as we're only here for one night. And there's no sun, so I'm not sure if the solar's actually going to power the lights up, but it doesn't take a lot, I don't think. So we'll see when it gets dark and it all lights up and looks pretty. And what's that? We're going to have a barbecue tonight. It's worth checking if you're coming to the Greenhill Leisure Park if the clubhouse is open. We did book it because of the clubhouse, and it's a CAF that's licensed and they're on annual leave, so it's closed. So we should have actually phoned ahead, but when you see a campsite that says they've got a clubhouse, you think it'd be open when you're booking it. So slightly disappointed, but we're gonna have a wander around after I finish my beer. Jess is on Diet Pepsi because she's not drinking anymore, and then we'll have a quick look around, see what the facilities are like, and see what kind of campsite it is. So this is the licensed calf, does burgers, full English, chips, etc. Fortunately, it's closed. The owners are on annual leave. So yeah, it's a bit of a... But we've not been very lucky with on-site catering and bars. Unfortunately, every site we've been to, they seem to be closed. So I guess that's the state of things. But if you are coming, we did book this place because of the clubhouse, and I wish I'd phoned up ahead and check. But luckily we've got food in Mini. At the last minute we decided to do barbecue, and there's a shop, so if you are pushed, there's probably stuff in the shop that you could purchase. But yeah, slightly disappointing again. Quite fancy the idea of having a beer on the veranda. Unfortunately, Jess' sad face means we've got a barbecue, so I have to work, and Jess just sits there just doing nothing, looking pretty. It means I have to cook, get the barbecue out and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the top, or the awning. I think the awning. I mean, price-wise, it was cheap for me because I already had the basher, the Army issue basher. I mean, tops are not that expensive. You can pick anything up from about £10 to £30. I just googled how much the desert patterned basher would be on eBay, and they range from about £25 to £30 on eBay. Which I think is very high. When I bought mine about 5 years ago, they were for like £10-12. So maybe they're in fashion at the moment, I don't know, but they've certainly gone up massively up in price. I did not pay £30 for my basher, but if you wanted to kind of copy the same setup, there's nothing permanently fitted to the side of the van. I'm using these suction cups from Amazon, and I'll put all the links to all the gear in the comments if you do want to look at them for yourselves. But I think the sticky cup things were around about £12-13. You get 4. I've only used 3, so you get 1 spare that you can always keep in case you lose it. The poles were probably slightly more expensive. I went for more expensive poles because you kind of wanted something with a bit of stability. I think if you skimp on the poles, you can get cheaper ones, but these were £33, I believe, from Amazon, of course. And they come with 2 guide ropes, 2 pegs. I wish I'd gone for the 4 at, I think it was like £55, which worked out a lot cheaper per pole, because I think I might need another 2 poles. I'm not sure yet. We might just adjust what we've got, because I don't particularly want to pay another £33 for another 2 sets of poles, or another pair of poles. And then it comes with the green guide ropes, but I added the orange. They're like pulley adjustable ones, again from Amazon, just to give it a bit more strength, and they've got 1,000,001 different uses. And I can see using this setup for 1,000,001 different things as well. I mean, with the suction cups, there's nothing stopping you put it on the side of the car. You can stick them on anywhere that's got any kind of suction, or even with the basher and the poles. It gives you a whole raft of different configurations and setups. So I actually think it's not a bad purchase, and probably going to get a lot of use out of it next summer, because it provides shade, shelter, and if it starts spitting, somewhere to sit underneath. Wish I'd done it earlier this year, because this would have been brilliant in some of the locations we're in. Let's see how strong it probably wouldn't hold up to a really strong wind, but it's great for motorhome festivals. Probably no good for wild camping, but certainly pictures like this, perfect. Question is, would they charge me for it? Which is probably another question. Technically, it's not an awning; it's a top. So, I'll put the. If you got any more questions, then just ask me. But I'll put the links to the products that I bought. But I think in all, if you had to buy the poncho and the poles, that's 60 quid. Suction cups, about 70 quid. But of course, I didn't buy them all at the same time, and also I had the basher already, and I had the pulleys already. So, and they can be used for other things. The lights that Jess spent ages putting up, I can't remember how much they were. Again, they were from Amazon, and we've had them for a while. It'll be interesting to see if they still work, because we haven't used them at all this year. But she wanted to make it all kind of cozy and pretty inside. But the poles are very impressive. They're very solid. They just kind of twist and twist back in, but once they're twisted and locked in, they seem very, very solid. I'm not a big fan of the twisty ones, which was the one I originally was looking at, the cheaper ones. So the poles do look like good quality, solid. It's not really worth skimping on your poles, because they're just going to bend, aren't they? So we'll see. Like I say, this is the first time we've got the setup, and so far so good. Jess, what cheese is not your cheese? Nacho cheese. Nacho. Look, you don't subscribe to the channel for my humour and my jokes, okay? We all know you subscribe because Jess is pretty. I'm just here as, the eye candy for the girls, and Jess is the eye candy for the boys with her zipped up jacket. Come on, ladies.
Oh, Darren.
Oh, yeah.
You lose our subscribers.
Oh, yeah. That's my seductive look. Does it work on you? Or not?
You've got something in your eye.
It's alright, we're on the gin.
In case you didn't guess.
I've had a few beers already. On the gin. Went down, nice little river. It's a beautiful sight.
It's amazing. It is absolutely lovely. I mean, the grass, this sounds ridiculous, is the most beautiful grass I think I've ever seen.
Just got a better thing about cut grass.
No, it's nice grass.
Because they cut the grass, it's very nice. No, it is. It's spotless. It's well kept.
I mean, the showers, we haven't been in the showers, like 4 weeks
It's
out,
like
but
having a
they're
shower in
amazing.
someone else's house, Jess says.
Don't say that. I think it's going to be like having a shower in a hotel.
We're only here for one night, but I might have a shower tonight and a shower in the morning. If we've got time. It's going to take Jess 40 minutes to take the lights down.
Yeah, we're going to have an argument about the lights in the morning, I think.
Yeah. Normally I like to just wake up and go, but it's going to take us 3 hours to pack up. And we need to be out by 11. They make it very clear on about
Every door.
300 signs on every single door. Must check out at 11 o'clock. So we've got to be out by 11. Otherwise, I think they come around and hit you with sticks.
But they do have a shop that speaks, don't they, Dan? Which saved Darren a long walk.
Oh, right. So we went Asda for a good 40 minutes, going around grabbing a few little bits. Just like we don't need a lot of food. There's a bar on site and there's a calf there, so we'll eat on camp. But, me being better to have, not need, bought some barbecue stuff because the calf's closed. Then, do you want to get any sweets? No, I don't fancy any sweets. I'm dieting, I'm watching my weight, blah, blah, blah. You get some, but get jellies because I don't like jellies, so I won't eat jellies. Blah, blah, blah. No. Then, walked to the shop, walked around the shop, had a nice good little shop. Then we sat down and all of a sudden Jess just went, really fancy candy floss. Because there's a fun fair about 20-minute walk from here. So Jess was going to make me walk 20 minutes.
No, tell them what a little
Evil.
hero you are.
I would have walked 20 minutes to get you
You
candy
would
floss.
have, yeah.
Luckily the shop was open. We got some jellies. Happy days. We're on the gin and the crisps, and I'll do a barbecue bit later on. So
You
ended
are
out
amazing.
quite well. Well, I do like this like pink gin. Real men can pull off pink. And there you go then. That's Greenhill Leisure Park. I think that's what it's called. Facilities,
Beautiful.
absolutely immaculate. Spotless. Couldn't find a fault with the campsite. The grounds are immaculately kept. Grass is perfectly cut. It's just very pretty sight. The showers are amazing. They're like the waterfall shower type things. Nice hot water. They were clean. There's even a mop and bucket there, so you can clean it out yourself if you want to. Kind of things. Everything's kept clean. Wash up area spotless. Staff very friendly. Shop stocked pretty much, you know, some of the key essentials. A little bit of a markup. You said you found it quite expensive. Yeah, quite a big markup. And you're quite some distance away. It's a 5-minute drive or a 20-minute walk into town from here. Some beautiful walks around. You know, we went down to see the river yesterday. Only downside was check that the clubhouse is open, because it wasn't when we came last night. It was a bit of a shame because we were kind of looking forward to eating out. Yeah. Luckily we had barbecue stuff, so we had a barbecue last night instead. So, but it would have been nice to, you know, the reason we booked this place was because of the clubhouse. So that's more down to us. We should have checked to make sure that the clubhouse was open. Other than that, very peaceful, no road noise. Slept like babies. It was very, very quiet. The pictures are, and I'll show you the picture. The pictures are nice distance apart, plenty of space. You know, the pictures are right there. I've got like trees between them, much more than 6 meters. You know, there's a lot of space. As you say, probably about 3 tents in one of these pictures. So plenty of space. And so we had the awning out, the top, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it the sunshade, but there wasn't a huge amount of sun yesterday. But again, you know, and it's only about an hour away from where we are. It's not far from Oxford, so you could probably park up and, you know, go into Oxford if you really wanted to. But I think as a camping site, you know, would you bring the kids here?
Yeah, park's lovely.
Yeah, park's amazing, facilities amazing. It's a very quiet site. Bit on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for on campsites, I think. And when we said, well, that's a bit pricey when we booked it, you kind of see what you're paying for. So yeah, we had a great time. Yeah. If you do like this, then these sort of videos, then click subscribe, especially for my amazing nacho cheese jokes. I think I'm very funny. Then click like, subscribe, comment below if you've stayed here before, or any sites that you recommend we should go and check out. Catch you later. Bye. Bye.